Yeah, this got started, like, this train of thought in my head got started based on a political thing I saw on YouTube, which was that it was a YouTube short, and it was those typical fucking Sigma male podcasts with their female OnlyFans person or whatever, and they just sit there and yell at each other and call each other and then like insult each other, and no progress is actually made. Nobody cares to learn new ideas from the other person. They just came there to yell at you about why they're right, and then if you don't agree, you're fucking stupid. Which is just so not the way things should be done. If you look, I'm all about people having different ideas, because no one person is going to think like, you're not going to have two people agree on everything 100%. Even if they tell you they do on the surface, everyone feels slightly way. Like, you may feel 97% strongly about this, and I may feel, right? It's always going to be different. And if you want to bring somebody on your podcast or whatever platform and have differing opinions and have a conversation and like actually consider what they have to say, and even if you disagree, you can still be like, look, I see the logic in where you're coming from, and like, I get why you view that, but here's why I view it this way. And then y'all can exchange ideas, which is, how a lot of people used to be. Like, even me growing up with friends, I had friends that I was like, when I was younger, I was not very, but I was like pretty left, like pretty on the left as far as things in political. The old saying, to be young and conservative is to have no heart, and to be old and liberal is to have no brain. Right? Obviously, that's just, it's funny, it's fucking, it's witty, whatever. But, like, to an extent, like, you can see that. Like, if you're a young person who's just like, fuck it, let everyone die, conservative, whatever.
You must revive me.
You have no heart. But, like, we would disagree on political shit. I mean, not that we were very intelligent about political shit, because we were fucking children. Or, like, just various different things, or like what games we liked, or what sports we liked, or what, and we all like different things, and we didn't agree, and guess what? We were still fucking friends. I feel like nowadays, you, like, especially online, you like meet somebody, you talk to them, things are going good, and then you have one disagreement about something, and it's like, fuck that dude, he's a piece of shit, you can never be friends with him, fucking fuck that guy. And that's just absurd. Like, that's not the way it should work. Why would you want that? It would be so fucking boring if everyone just thought the same. And they were just like, no, yeah, we think, they're like, you don't have any different opinion about anything whatsoever. Like, do you like the weather today? It's okay, but I'll take it. And you're like, all right, what about you? Do you like the weather today? It's okay, but I'll take it. It's like, no, I want motherfucker to be like, no, the weather fucking sucks today, dude. Fuck this. I'm like, why do you say that? And they're like, oh, I hate the rain. And I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. So then you can find out, oh, you'd probably never want to live in Seattle then, right? We might visit or whatever, right? Or somebody might be like, dude, the weather today is fucking awesome for the same weather. And they're like, why? They're like, I love the rain. It reminds me of my childhood when I would cuddle up next to the window while it was raining and read a book. And then you get to learn more about that person. Like, that shit's cool. The differences are what make people cool and interesting. And you're like, holy shit, like, there's this whole new way of life. Because I get it, right? You're stuck in your own head. The only brain you know that you fully have concept of thoughts that are going on all the time is the one between your ears, right? That's the only brain you can be fully aware of. So talking to people and disagreeing, and not like arguing, but just like, again, just having slight differences of opinion, like, that's cool, that's good, that's awesome. That's how you learn new shit. That's how you expose yourself to new worldviews. That's how you get more educated. Like, you find more things out. I don't know if I kind of, I mean, it's a similar topic, but a little bit of a tangent. But like, I saw that the title of the short that popped up was "Liberal Gets Owned," of course. And I thought to myself, like 5 years ago, I probably would have clicked on that title or clicked on that short. But like, I read that and I was just like, man, are we still doing that shit? Like, it was funny. Like, when I was 5 years ago, yeah, that shit was funny. And like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I think myself, like most people, had gotten super tired of how extreme the left was. You know, I know it's a generalization, but like the super extreme people on the left, like cancel culture, super woke, like ruin your life if you said one wrong thing 15 years ago, like that type of group, you know, got very tired of that. I don't know where the swing came from. I don't remember things being super conservative, like insanely conservative, but you know, there was just this rise in super far left, you know, this super far left group, you know, of thinking, and for a while, you know, it's fucking scary, like because they hold, you know, a lot of academia is left leaning, pretty much all of social is left leaning. So it was kind of freaky because all these people have a platform now, especially with social media. Everybody's got a platform. Right? There's that saying that, you know, you're going to be famous to, everyone's going to be famous to 15 people or whatever it was, right? So it's like everybody has a platform. Even if you're in your group of friends, you still fucking have some platform, some presence where you all just group think together. Nobody wants to challenge the status quo. And so you had this huge, you know, uprising of this counterculture of, at first, you know, as old heads kind of counter the wokeness, if you will, which, you know, I think only fueled the fire more because they're like, see, it's all these old people, with their closed-mindedness and they're conservative, they're the problem. But then when you got young people, this huge uprising, while these young people being conservative, or not even conservative, but at least like, hey guys, let's chill out a little bit. Like, it's not that fucking serious. We don't need to ruin a man's life because he said some dumb shit when he was 20. Because I've said some stupid shit if you could pull all the logs of anything I've ever texted, anybody I've ever talked to, things I've said playing video games with friends, things I've said playing video games with strangers, right? We have all said and thought fucked up shit. But I can guarantee that most of us didn't mean it. We were either just like ignorant and didn't realize what we were saying, or it was a joke. Like, but we don't truly feel that way, you know? Now, dressing up in blackface isn't good, but a lot of these, you know, politicians that got popped for doing it, like back in the day, I'm not saying it's okay, but that was kind of the norm. Again, blackface isn't cool, but you don't need to ruin a man's life for it. You know, and it's only because they have a platform that they're getting ridiculed. Like, where's the evenness? You know, you're not going over some random Joe Schmo that did it back in the day. There's just no consistency. But all that said, really, like, I'm not trying to be political because I have my opinions about things, but I like to keep those to myself in my close circle because I know that we can talk about things without wanting to fucking claw each other's eyes out or kill each other, or burn each other's families to the ground, or cancel each other. You can just have discussions and be like, okay, well, you know what? Fair enough. You know, this is just something that we don't see eye to eye on. But guess what? I still fucking like you, and I'm still gonna hang out with you because that's the way it should be. Extremists in any variety is not okay. I don't care if you're far fucking left, right? Far fucking left, you go and burn down cities and protest. That's bad. Far fucking right, you get, you know, racist people judging you by your skin color and you know, killing you or saying horrible things because of that. Also bad. You know, extreme Islamists blow shit up in the name of Allah. Also fucking bad. All extremes are bad. That's the problem. And so many of these people that are getting this big following, or like the people that, you know, watch the videos of the whole liberal gets owned, it's kids. It's young fucking kids, probably like 13 to 20, like in that age range. Just fucking kids who are starting to get to that point. You know, there's that graph of like what you actually know versus what you think you know. And like when you first get started, when you're a tiny kid, you don't know shit. And you're like, mommy, daddy, please help me. I don't know anything, protect me. And then you start, you know, getting into middle school, high school, you start gaining some knowledge, and all of a sudden you learn a little bit, so you do genuinely have some information, but you think you know way more than you fucking know. Like, you think, oh buddy, I cracked the code, brother. I got it fucking figured out. When in reality, no, you don't. And then you slowly see, the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. And so it's targeted to these kids who see everything as black and white, and the world it's either on or off, or this way or that way. And it's just like, that's not the way it is. We need to operate in the gray. Everything is fucking nuanced, all right? There's so much, like, it's not like you're on our side or you're an enemy. Or, it's this way. You want to be on the right side of history, it's this way. The old saying, my way or the highway, right? Like, it's not good. It's not healthy. And it does not lead to any sort of community. Especially in America. Like, it just feels like this country is so divided. But we just gotta, I think most people are on the same page, man. They just want to cut out all the craziness. They want to be able to pay their bills, afford to go out to eat, once a week or whatever, go on dates with their partner, go do shit with the kids, and not have to stress because they're paying $18 for a carton of eggs, Like, most people just want some simple shit. But yeah, all that being said, live in the gray, right? Not black and white, live in the gray. Or if you don't view it in political terms, right? Not red or blue, live in the purple, right? It's a mix, right? Not yes and no, maybe, That's all. Just keep an open mind. Be civil. It's okay to disagree. You don't have to hate that person. They can still be a really good fucking person. They just, think whatever else differently than you. And that's okay. Because they're still a good person. They're not out there trying to harm people. I don't know what else to say. I think that's about it. So yeah, hope y'all have a good one. Take care now. Peace.